Since 1978, Bobby Mackey's Music World in Wilder, Kentucky has hosted some of the biggest names in country and bluegrass music. In fact, Bobby Mackey himself is a country recording artist and performer. And like the traditional country music he loves, he guarantees that at his club, the way it was is still the way it is. But there may be a little more than meets the eye at Bobby Mackey's. See what you think.
We're in Wilder, Kentucky, and we're here every Friday and Saturday night, and we're open from 7:30 to 2:30. The band and I go on stage at 10, and then we're come back at midnight for another show. We play traditional country music, which you can't hardly find anymore, and we have lots of things going on. But it's always been about the music. It's always been about traditional country music, and we're still the same. We opened the club in September the 8th, 1978, and it was an old gambling casino and had been closed for quite a while. It was quite an ordeal getting open, but I knew it was well worth it. I could see it all happening in my mind's eye, and couldn't wait to get at it. So it's been nearly 33 years now, so going great, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. We have all kinds of people come here, you know, all kinds, all ages, all walks of life.
I've got friends here who are 70 years old, and I've got friends here who are 20 years old. So you definitely run the gamut of the type of people that you're going to see in here week in and week out. And I would tell you that you can expect great music and definitely a good time.
I enjoy coming here. I meet good people. I'm here every Friday and Saturday night almost.
The environment is awesome. I love to dance, and this is the place to do it.
It's more than just a bar. It's a bunch of friends hanging out. I mean, it's a bunch of friends getting together and having a good time. It's not one specific type of person that comes here. It's a little bit of everybody.
Some of the closest friends that I have are here at the club, and it's one of those situations where, you know, you keep showing up, you see the same people week in and week out, and you start taking an interest in their lives, they take an interest in yours, and before you know it, you know, when you show up on a Friday night, it's almost like coming to a family reunion.
Always been a second home. I was born and raised right next door, and I just grew up at the place.
I mean, it's the only traditional country nightclub that's still around. All the other ones have been here and gone, and Bobby's has been here for 32 years now.
They've got a lot of cowboys at heart in the area, and they love to take the challenge of riding the bull here.
The mechanical bull came along within the first 2 years of the nightclub.
The mechanical bull was known years ago to help train professional riders. Bobby had gone down and bought one of them that was used during the movie Urban Cowboy, which we still have here on hand. The new one we have now is we've got a lot more options with it, better speed control.
The mechanical bull came first as far as getting attention for the place. Of course, you know, the ghost thing came along, which we're available here for the ghost tours every hour on the hour. Starts at 9 on Friday and Saturday. Every hour on the hour up till 1 o'clock we have the ghost tours. And if anyone coming through town that drives by just to get a look at the place, there's always a phone number on the outside, on the door, a phone number that you can call 1-K, and whenever she's available, she'll come running right then and give personal tours if anyone would be interested in that.
On the ghost tour, when you come into the gift shop, the first thing we're going to ask you to do is to sign a release form. It states if you fall down, you get hurt, or you pee your pants, we're not going to be responsible. It's $10 a person at this time. The ghost tours include the well room, the wall of faces, the stairs to nowhere, and the dressing rooms.
I've had some experiences that I really don't like talking about. Some of them, I mean, I've heard my name called in here. I've seen the drums start playing, stuff getting thrown across the room. Been working on machines and your tools come up missing. About 2 weeks later, you'll find them down in the basement or upstairs in the apartment where you know you weren't using those tools. Flashlights. When I'm down in the basement, I always have 2 flashlights on me. They like to drain the batteries.
This is the most authentic haunting. I'm not just saying because I've been here for 40 years, but somebody that's in the paranormal study, this here is the Mohican place to be. Somebody wants to see a ghost, right here.
I came here for about 6 months and didn't experience anything, and was about to the point where I thought, well, it's a great marketing scheme to get people to come in the door. And that was kind of blown away one night when I was walking through a hallway that leads from the pool room into the bull room. There's a table with a chair upside down, and I walked past this table, got about a foot from it, and just heard a thump, and turned around and saw the chair laying on the other side of the hallway. So I thought, well, maybe I snagged it with my key lanyard, but it was in the opposite pocket, and the person that I was walking toward explained to me that it just not fell off the table, but flew off the table. And after that, I had seen just little things here and there that you can't just dismiss and say that there's a logical explanation for it.
Over the past 40 years, there's nothing I haven't felt here or actually seen that a lot of people haven't shared with. I mean, a lot of people will not talk about it.
It's one of the few places that you can literally walk into and see its story. You can see where it used to be a casino, and you can see the different devices that they put in place during the Prohibition era so that they weren't outrun by the cops. So the place, it's not if the walls could talk, it's what the walls are telling you.
I feel like the building itself is alive with music, and it likes our country music that Bobby gives us.
It's always been about the music. It's always been about traditional country music. Never did think that it wouldn't work from the beginning, you know, until now. I never ever thought that it wouldn't work. I knew it would.
The club means a lot to Bobby because it is a home for his music. I believe that his music is his world.
Northern Kentucky is my Branson. I'd rather be here than out on the road with playing across the country and traveling in a bus. I'd rather be here.
Whatever you believe is going on at Bobby Mackey's, television shows and internet sites featuring the paranormal have become so popular. The reputation of the club and the number of folks eager to experience it for themselves continues to grow. Crabapple trees growing at the site